Alright, what's up? I figured I'd do something a little different today. I'm going to do a guide to every business in GTA, and this is going to be the first part. I'm going to be covering the counterfeit cash facility, how much you make an hour, how much they cost, and roughly how profitable they are. So, let's get into it. Alright, now before anything else, I got to bring up this chart. Really helped me make this video. It's kind of what everything's based off of, and so if anything I have is slightly skewed or off, I guess this chart's to blame, but for the most part everything seems accurate, so we're gonna go with that for now. Yeah. Now the first major thing I want to bring up is the prices. The cheapest cash facility you can make is 845,000. That's in Grand Sonora Desert, and the most expensive is 1.6 million in the Vespucci canals. Some small things I want to bring up is for the counterfeit cash facility in particular, when you purchase a stock refill, it only fills about 50% of the stock, so keep that in mind. Now obviously the first one I'm going to talk about is going to be the Grand Sonora Desert counterfeit cash facility. You get around 18,000 an hour with a max of 189,000. With a local sell you make 189,000, and for a remote sell you get about 283,000. This breaks down to about 4.7 productions or 47 hours to break even. Now for Vespucci Beach, the numbers are basically the same, except for it, costing about twice as much. So to break even, it's going to be roughly 9 productions or about 90 hours of work. Now keep in mind for both these, this is 0 upgrades. So if you upgrade it, it might be a little bit more or less depending on how much the upgrades actually affect production. Now some extra things I do really want to bring up is the average resupplier time is around 10 to 15 minutes, but it usually is much less. For the shorter ones you usually only get 1 bar of supplies, but for that 10 to 15 minute range it's usually 2 or 3, so not bad. And it costs 75,000 to fully resupply. In my opinion, not really worth it unless you have both upgrades. Now this may seem like a lot of information to take in at once, and it really is, and I'm kind of sorry for putting this all in a short period of time, but the main thing to consider about buying the counterfeit cash facility is if you have the criminal enterprise pack or not, because if you do, you get the Grand Sonora Desert one for free, and obviously it'll be much more profitable. If not, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but if it's something you want to go for, it's not too hard, and it definitely can make you some money if you work at it. Alright, now for what, in my opinion, is the most important part of this actual video, my overall rating. Now, if you have the Criminal Enterprise Pack, I'd say it's an 8.5 out of 10, maybe a 9. But if you have the base game, it's maybe only a 7. If the business itself goes on sale, it'd be much less worth buying, but 850,000 for only about a 300,000 sell is not the greatest, especially when you compare to other businesses. But it's definitely a great starting point, especially if you're new to the game. Alright, now with all that being said, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Kind of took a lot of work of gameplay to kind of get this video out. It also took finding those charts, which really helped and would have probably saved me about 10 hours of gameplay, especially during a school week. That was kind of rough. I did want to get this video out on Wednesday, and clearly that didn't happen, but I'm getting it out, and I feel like that's all I can do. But let me know if you want any other businesses. I'm gonna try and do every business in the game. That's kind of what the whole series is about. I'm on a fresh account though, so I can only really do so much. So yeah, comment what business you want next. Thanks for watching. See ya.